Hello and welcome back to this show. Today we're talking about the Super Saturday, Boxing Day football. Of course, Manchester United drawing Leicester City. That's 2-2 draw. And that was a share of the spoils, but the biggest match of the weekend was involving Arsenal taking on Chelsea and was three goals to one in favor of Arsenal. And no one before this match, no one believed, no one thought that Arsenal could get out of this match, and it happened. That's football. And so I'm looking at a situation where I'm asking myself what really went wrong with Chelsea, because Chelsea never looked all right in all departments. Talking about the defense, talking about the midfield, talking about the striking force. Timo Werner getting substituted, and the team spirit was consistently not there, and Chelsea did not hold the ball up, because we're looking at a situation where maybe in the midfield, the Kante and Kovacic could play key passes, but they were not really up on their races. And of course, there's an inability to bring other players into the game. We saw Werner being substituted because he had no service from the midfield. There was lack of purpose with the ball. Players were passing the ball, but the purpose was not there. And also, the team was sloppy. There was lack of intensity, there was lack of energy, lack of drive. There was lack of quality in the final third. And of course, there were errors from individuals. We saw Jorginho missing a penalty, not once, not twice, not thrice. Jorginho has missed penalties whenever Chelsea are playing any team. And I don't know why he keeps on stepping forward to take penalties. And I think if it were a different player, that penalty could have been a goal. And so we saw James, of course, committing a foul there that gave Arsenal a first match. But again, give it to Arsenal, because Arsenal were a better team in the whole of 90 minutes. And what about Arsenal? Why did Arsenal get the result that they have got, which has been missing for a lot of games? And of course, 8 weeks Arsenal have not tasted a win. And so, of course, the Arsenal players were very, very hungry. They were hungry for goals. The performance was motivated. Luis and Willian were dropped. Of course, there's a big statement from Arteta that anyone can be dropped. And Arteta, of course, making six critical and major changes there in the first team. Of course, we saw players like Martinelli. We saw players like what's the name of that youngster? Smith Rowe coming into the starting lineup. And of course, players were filled with a lot of belief. The energy was tremendous. There was willingness to play the ball, and there was also motivation. Yeah, motivation was there right from the word go. And of course, generally, I have to give it to Arsenal, because generally Arsenal were a better side, and of course they got a better result. Now, the biggest danger from this match is that Arsenal might get carried away by only this one match, because we saw when Arsenal played against Manchester United, they won that match, and immediately after that match, results were not coming. Let's hope that this is a new beginning for Arsenal, and of course, let them also not forget that they still need reinforcement. Let this performance not, no, okay? Let this one not get Arsenal board, get carried away that they have with the players, because the holes can be seen. They are there to be seen. And so this is the right time for Arsenal to go into the transfer market, get the right players, and maybe develop or build on this performance going forward. And so I'm going to move forward and give what I think would be the best player ratings for both teams. I'm going to start with Arsenal. Of course, in goal, Ban Leno, I would give him a 7. I thought, of course, he saved that penalty. And of course, he was a bit nervous at some point, but that was a solid performance from Ban Leno. Hector Berlin, I'm going to give him an 8. after a lot of criticism in the past matches, he was out there, of course, proving everybody wrong. He has a very, very brilliant display, and he offered a lot of attacking threat, and that's what dismantled Chelsea. Rob Holding, yeah, coming out as the guy has been injured for a long time. Yeah, I know he's playing because Arsenal don't have the right players to play, but Holding has shown in his last 3 performances that he is up to the task. So I'm going to give him an 8. He headed and cleared so many balls. He was a warrior at the center, right? He was really, really towering. Pablo Mari, yeah, there's a new recruit. I'm going to give him a 7. Of course, he gave away the penalty, but he still showed a lot of solidity there at the back. His aerial threat was so great. He cleared the balls, and he offered a lot of he offered a lot of clearances, and of course experience at the back line. Granit Xhaka, oh my goodness, what a different player I saw in Granit Xhaka, because that was a stunning. I don't remember when last Xhaka scored a goal. Of course, we know what he's capable of doing, and of course, coming back from that red card, of course, after the game, he was interviewed. He said, "I know I offended the team. I let my team down, and I was out there because many people were speaking, and I just wanted to, prove them wrong." And so that's standing free kick to make the goals 2-0, and he was so composed. Every pass, every pass was spot on. Mohamed Elneny, of course, he was so solid. He was tracing back. Other than the few misplaced chances, passes that were not able to, were not were incomplete. I thought Mohamed Elneny did really a great job there, and I'm going to give him a 6. Gabriel Martinez, after a long time, the kid came in, put Chelsea defense under a lot of pressure, and this guy is one for the present and one for the future. And so Emil Smith-Rowe, 19 years old, he was thrown right into the first team. This is the first start of his career in an Arsenal shirt, and he showed why he has to be included in each and every game. The boy was standout, okay, and I so believe that this was a very, very risky gamble, but it really paid out for Mikel Arteta. And so Alexander Lacazette, I'm going to give him a 7. Of course, he scored that penalty. Bukayo Saka was the man of the match for me. It was majestic display. He scored a very, very funny goal, and he did all he could, because one of the players, you could say, even when Arsenal has been losing, that has stood out over and over is Bukayo Saka. So I'm going to give him a 9. And I'm going to move to Chelsea. Edward Mendy, I'm going to give him a 6. All the 3 goals, he had nothing could have done. And so Reece James, I'm going to give him 5, because he gave that was so sloppy of him, giving out that penalty. He allowed Tierney to round him out, and of course causing that penalty. And I think I forgot Kieran Tierney for Arsenal. I'm going to give him an 8, for going back. Like Berlin, he was so instrumental. He pushed forward. He was the lethal. He caused a lot of problems for Chelsea backline, and so I'm going to give him an 8. And now back to Chelsea. Kurt Zouma, I'm going to give him a 5. I think it was so cold. Did not have a lot to offer. Of course, he was put under a lot of pressure by Alexander Lacazette. So 5 is a fair rating for me. Thiago Silva, I'm going to give him a 6, because out of all the defenders, Chelsea defenders, I think he stood out. He was it was so alert, but again, the game
was out of reach for the team, so I'm going to give him a 6. Ben Chilwell, I'm going to give him a 5 because that was a poor display. I don't think was fully fit. And N'Golo Kante, I'm going to give him a 4. And I don't remember when the last time N'Golo Kante even tackled, because all he was doing was just running, making passes that were not getting to the next player. And so that was a poor performance from N'Golo Kante. 4 for me. Mateo Kovacic, I'm going to give him a 4 also, because just like N'Golo Kante, his passes were not complete. And so yeah, that's the reason why Chelsea lost the midfield. And so Pulisic, I'm going to give him a 7. I think he was a constant threat, and he kept on trying. Again, the game was not, he did not have any much luck. 7 for me. Mason Mount, I'm going to give him a 6. He kept on plugging away and clipped the outside of the post. And of course, the game was out of reach for him, so I'm going to give him a 6. Timo Werner, another poor performance. I'm going to give him a 4. I don't need to explain that. Tammy Abraham, I'm going to give him a 5. Of course, he got that goal, but I think he was so quiet in the entire game, other than that moment where he had to score that goal. And so that is it for me. And so I really don't know. What is your take on my player ratings? If you have contrary views, you can leave it in the comment section below. And that's it from me. See you in the next one. Thanks for your time, and if you have not subscribed, please do so, because it's so important. Thank you, and bye.